Happy Friday, beauties and beasts. I definitely want to say something quickly, not even long. This has to do with a reflection I had in both 2 degrees: anger, disgust, and what's the other word? Anger, disgust, and I really hurt, though tears formed. One of the words that kept coming up over the past few months, maybe even a year, over a year, and it's the word keep. And today I just thought about whether or not it was linked to something else, because I only saw it as one thing. But then I looked again in my mind's eye and I saw it as a second thing. So the second would be the fact that keep was in the song that I played during a time of a lot of hurt and pain. The song I Keep by Jill Scott. Now, that particular song meant something to me as a young woman trying to navigate marriage and not really feeling like she had guides to help her navigate through difficult times. And when I say guides, I mean in the physical, though something was definitely there with me. So I Keep talks about like people doing things, saying things to hurt you and break you down, but you keep going, right? And so tapping into that energy of truth for many of us, it meant something then, and then it meant something even more these past few years. Okay? And it's odd because after feeling one way, I've picked up on other energies. So I'm not going to count it as my own like I normally do in the past. I'm going to definitely pinpoint what this energy is, and then we'll see, right? Not meaning we're going looking per se, but we're going to see what it is by releasing it. Now, during that time, I was getting advice from people that were, I guess I thought maybe more in the know, because they seemed to be, one in particular, a woman that had it all together. Men were doting on her. Men wanted her out in the open, and I was married. So, even if I wasn't, either way, it wouldn't have mattered to me. What she did, I celebrated her, not so much towards me. She wanted me to know that I was pretty for my skin tone, or if I felt too good in my skin, she wanted to body shame my weight. And that is what I call disgusting. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because obviously it's been a theme in my life, these past couple of years. It heightened because people thought, it to be okay to do the things that they do in the dark, that they think is not in the light, but it is. someone, something, and maybe including the person you're targeting, does know something is off or wrong. With that being said, I keep means more to me now than it did even then. And the reason why is because I am going to keep on as long as my mama and my daddy allow me to. I can feel the energy, but I know it is not of me. So therefore, I'm going to put it in its place. And I have a right to do so, since you felt you had the right to try to put me in mine. It is not okay to drag another woman. And if you hooked up with a man that makes you think it's okay to sit up and talk about a woman's foot and the size of it and her shape and the way she look and her weight and everything else you want to do, thinking that you are so funny, while people are truly trying to focus in on being the best they can be, even after you try to strip them of all dignity. Especially in the dark. Need I remind you, in this accord, in a high vibrational sense of incubi, I think that's how you say her name. Your wand does not make you royal when you're not thinking about royal things. When you don't care. When you have and you think yourself to be better than those that don't. And I'm not saying people can't fall prey to certain prejudices and all of that. I'm not here to talk about the politics of you constantly wanting to flip shit on people that genuinely do care about them staying balanced in their mindset. Where you can feel lowly. See even quote unquote what is lowly, but still want to show others respect. Enough to at least not fuck with them. And on the other hand of that, striving forward to evolve yourself. That maybe when you get where you're going, you can actually assist people without dismissing people and their what is the word? Their souls. I don't care how someone wants to come, at what angle. You best believe it at this point. All right then. Because when you have things like I keep and the art in your life that reminds you that you're not alone, and you can even feel what other people feel and what they want you to feel, and still know it ain't right, and still do what's right as best as you can, then why would I feel away? You can have the tiniest of feet. You could have the biggest of feet. And if your attitude is ugly, either or, it ain't the feet, baby. It's you. You don't have to sit up there and tear somebody down in order to feel okay when you truly are who you say you are. How in the world do you sit up and steal somebody's energy and then want to talk shit? How is it that the same person you talking shit about still has a kind eye towards you, goes on about their business, don't have what you have, says okay to life, not to you, let bygones be bygones. It's to they mama. Do they say, okay, mama, maybe that ain't for me. Okay, mama, maybe I'll move on. All right, daddy, I'm going to keep on going. I keep. You think it's funny. You think it's hilarious. You grouping up to think it's funny. All of that. But yet you got so much. You would think you would be busy with other things. Since I'm so lowly, since I'm nothing, since I'm just some Bigfoot hoe, why would I think anything of you? I did. I did. I said, I am such and such. Honey, chicka-boom, don't get it twisted. People say I am Malcolm X. I am Martin Luther King. I am this and that. It means we are one. But when I find out you're not, then I am not proclaiming any of that. Now, how's that an innuendo for you? An indirect direction. And it's the truth. I'm not into looking at another woman in all truth in my natural energy, not something you projected and then try to twist as being evidence against me. I don't look at another person's family and desire it for myself. I look at people for inspiration of what I see in my own self when I think they are true of character. That's the difference. And as I'm saying this, I'm feeling a certain way. And it's allowing me to move forward with the knowledge thereof, that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And that's the truth. Because all while you've been playing and having fun on the playground, some of us who have been grounded realize something, that we don't need what you have to feel some type of way, meaning good about ourselves. And even now, I don't have to put up with thinking about your outcome. To the beauties and beasts, that's a wonderful thing inside of you to be able to keep what's good in the midst of what is not, seemingly. But you know the saying, all works for the good of those who love them. And I believe that. Ashe. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.